Hello everyone and welcome to Ashley Plans and Saves. I'm Ashley and today I want to go over with you my January week 3 budget review. If you haven't seen my previous videos, just a little bit about my budget here. I get paid every other week, so for January the two checks that I have received were on January 10th and January 24th, meaning that my January budget technically is covering the dates of January 10th through February 6th. Because my next check isn't until February 7th. So that is why I'm doing a week 3 review on like the last day of January. I still have a whole nother week to budget with for this previous paycheck that I'm technically calling my January budget. So it's just a little bit off, but it's what's working for me right now. So let's just get into it. In terms of bills, I guess the thing that I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but my internet, my Optimum bill, it hasn't technically come out yet. It comes out on the 1st of the month, so on February 1st it will come out, but it's a little bit cheaper than anticipated. Instead of $55.88, it's only $49.11 because my roommate and we switched our plan, which is a cheaper plan actually, so we got like a refund of a few dollars. My gym membership, this $49.95, that was the annual fee, but the $15.62 should be coming out on the 1st. So tomorrow, hopefully that'll come out of my credit card. Down here, my Amazon did come out. My Netflix did come out. That new price, because before it was $7.99, now it's down to $6.50 because my roommate and I are sharing a 2-screen membership. And my phone did come out today. So this is looking pretty good. I'm still waiting on this, but otherwise that $677 will just be an extra in my fixed expenses portion of the budget. For spending, I did go food shopping today. So I think the last thing you saw, maybe you didn't see this one. So $677 here, that is for some small groceries that I bought last Saturday. My roommate and I went to go visit my friend, and she was doing like a little potluck. So I spent about $6.77 on like chips and guacamole. And honestly, when I got there was so much food. I just took my little chips and guac, put it in my friend's room so that I could take it back home with me because my friend, another friend, is coming to visit from Philly and she's staying over. So I wanted to have some snacks around, and she loves chips and guac, so that'll be perfect. I just kept that so that we can eat it this weekend. So it's one less thing I had to purchase. This $15.76 was for some pancake mix, or I use Carb Quick. It's like a low carb alternative to like Bisquick, but I use that for like meal prepping or batch prepping, I guess. A bunch of pancakes. So I make like a few different like types of pancakes, and I freeze them, and so like every now and then I'll have pancakes for breakfast. And that's what that $15.76 is for. It's a big, like, I don't know how big it is. It's like 4 pounds. It's a huge box. The last one I got lasted me a few months. I did go to Trader Joe's today, and I spent $36.91 on my weekly groceries. This is for 10 days of food, and I'm making 2 different meals with it, in addition to some like other snacks that I bought for my friend and I, and also like some like brunch things for us to make on Saturday morning. And this $5.19, that's my ice cream that I get from Target. So right now I'm looking at $106.40 after 3. Oh wait, it's not even after 3 weeks. These are all the groceries I'll need, because the groceries I just bought today are for next week, my week 4 technically for January. So I technically still have about $23.60 left in my groceries budget that I don't anticipate needing over the next week. For miscellaneous and eating out, this, I remember last time, that was for the little scrub brush I brought for my bathtub from Target. This $10.95 is for a box of small garbage bags that I bought for my apartment as well. It's a big roll of 50, and right now we have like a bigger garbage can. It's like a 30-gallon, but sometimes during the week we have like a little bit of garbage that I want to throw out in the middle of the week because I don't want to wait until the next garbage day. So I really wanted to get some smaller bags, so we're not just like wasting a big expensive garbage bag on like half of a garbage can full of garbage or something like that. So I bought those. And this $6.47, that is, I think that is from, you know what, it might be my every dollar budget. So I guess I'll go with that. I'm adding that $7.92 here because I just bought some gloves today. It's so cold in New York City. It's obviously not as cold as in other places, but it was cold enough that I was like, you know what, Ashley, you need some gloves because carrying these like Trader Joe's bags with you and just like having your hands out for more than 18 seconds is too much. So I went up to like Century 21. It's right next to the Trader Joe's I go to, and they were on sale. They were on clearance, and then the clearance was like 35% off. So it's only $7.92. I had no problem paying for those. So I'm actually going to put that right into my miscellaneous budget instead of my other random space here. And yes, I think everything else down here in the sinking funds is accurate. I did update that family and gift sinking fund to be $15. So I did transfer that over. Yeah, all this stuff looks good. Meaning I have, really about $35 here and about $6 here. So I should have about $41 going into February's budget. However, since I'm getting down to the wire here in terms of cash, I did go ahead and look through my account and see, what needs to be taken out still, how much cash is on hand, and like what would actually be remaining. Because like I said in my last video, I wasn't exactly sure how much was rolling over. The numbers and like the timing of when things were being taken out was a little bit tricky for me, so I estimated $80. So let's actually see if that's correct. So as of today, I have $214.18 in my PNC spend account. That's the account where most, if not all of my money goes. So that's how much I have left for the next week until I get my next check on February 7th. I know that a couple of bills still have to come out tomorrow. So that's my gym, phone, and internet. So if you see up here, the gym is $15.62, my phone is $40, and the internet will be $49.11. So all that is $104.73 that needs to come out. I just spent today doing groceries and some household things, or technically just grocery and like gloves, but the $36.91 from Trader Joe's, the $5.19 from Target, and the $7.92 from Century 21. So those just were applied to my credit card. So probably tomorrow when it comes up, hopefully, I can just immediately pay it off. And probably on Saturday and Sunday when my friend comes over, we do plan to go out Saturday night and to get some Sunday brunch with another friend that's M&Q. So I anticipate spending about $40, maybe 45. But even with just these like things, the bills to take out and the money I just spent, I have about $60 technically left, or at least I will have $60 left in my PNC spend account, and I'm happy to spend that because I don't need it for my February budget. So I'm estimating I'll spend $40. That will leave me with about $20 left. But we'll see how it goes, and I'll talk more about like what I actually spend and where we went and things like that in my week 4 review. But otherwise, this is pretty much a nice look at what happened over the last week. It's looking pretty good. I'm happy that I was able to shave down some money in my grocery budget, just because I knew we were going to be eating out this weekend. So instead of planning for 7 days, I really only had to plan for 5. And I just made like some really, really basic meals because I planned for some really, really basic meals just to make my life a bit easier and not have to spend so much on a variety of different ingredients. Shooting over to every dollar. Boop. I'll bring you guys down a little bit. So I still don't know how I feel about every dollar. The income stuff hasn't changed. I still haven't gotten the the checks from my credit card, my PNC credit card that I had closed. That should be about $300 or so. I still haven't gotten that yet, so hopefully I'll get it next week, but that'll be applied to my February budget as like a line in the income. And I guess I'll figure out what to do with that when I actually put it into the budget. Sinking funds. I did actually spend $6.50 on my Lyft and Uber sinking fund, if it'll come up. Yeah, I took a Via, which is, I'm not sure if it's just in New York City. It's like Lyft and Uber. I think at one point my roommate told me it was only in Manhattan, but then it sort of has gone to the other boroughs as well. But we were at my friend's apartment on Saturday, like with her little potluck, and she lives deep in Queens, and my roommate and I live deep in Brooklyn, and it took us like an hour and 15 minutes to get there by train. We took 3 different trains, and it was like midnight, and I was like, I really don't want to take the train, but I will, because the Lyft and the Ubers were like $30, and I was like, that's way, number one, that's past my budget, because my budget's $14, and I was like, I don't know, but then my roommate checked Via, or I guess it's called Via. She checked Via, that thing was $13. I was like, yes, ma'am, we got that as soon as possible. They were there in 4 minutes, and they had to drop off someone, but we immediately, like, we didn't have to pick up anyone else, even though it was like a shared ride. So yeah, we got home within an hour, and I took a little nap. I watched a little Office on my Netflix on my phone, and yeah, it was a great experience. Definitely don't want to be going that deep into Queens again, but for $6.50 Via, I really couldn't complain. That was awesome. So I did use my Lyft and Uber sinking fund, but otherwise I did not touch anything else. All right, I'm still waiting on this internet to come out, but everything else in the housing category has been taken care of. Spending, that has also been updated with the things I just mentioned. So that Trader Joe's and that Target run that I just talked about. Restaurants and household. Yeah, the only thing was, again, it was Amazon that I got the garbage bags from recently, and that's $6.47. What in the world was this? Hopefully I wrote it in the notes. I have no idea what this is. And I didn't. Awesome. Maybe it's down here somewhere. Oh, geez Louise. Yeah, so last Friday, or maybe it was Thursday, one of those days, it was on the 25th, I ran to Target after work to get some vinegar and baking soda because, and a new water filter for our Brita filter. But I got this because our shower drain was so clogged. My roommate and I both have really, really thick, curly hair. And, like, I think when I left for December break, like, I took my little, shower cover, like the drain cover, with me when I went back to my family's house and back to Texas because I had bought that. So I guess my roommate wasn't using anything, but all I know is when I got back, it was like standing water, like 2 to 3 inches, as I'm showering because it was so clogged up. And since my friend is coming to visit, I really didn't want her to have to deal with that. And I didn't want to call the guy that we normally call because that'd be like the 3rd time we've called him. And he literally just said, you guys have to stop letting your hair go down the drain. So I wanted to wait to call him until like the summer or something, because, I don't want to call him that many times, but so I looked online and said vinegar and baking soda could help. And honestly, I did it about 4 times. So like half a cup of baking soda down the drain after like a pot of boiling water, 1 cup of vinegar plus 1 cup of water, like boiled or like slightly heated, down the drain after that. And then also following it up with another pot of boiling water. I did that 4 times. And, I only did it 3 times actually. I did it 3 times and it's pretty great. Like, it's draining much faster now. I did take out a big clump of hair, if that's TMI, but I did. And that's why I think it's working, in addition to the baking soda and the vinegar. So I am thinking I'm going to start doing a baking soda and vinegar, like, cleanse for the drain of our tub every single week, just so that there's no big problem with it. Or at least there's less likely to like build up into a big problem. So that's what that $6.50 was for. That long explanation is over now. I'm so glad I'm putting in these notes. That is why I think I do like EveryDollar, because it'd get pretty hectic. Oh, why is this happening? It would get pretty hectic. Oh God, did it double count it? No, it didn't. Okay. It would get pretty hectic if I had been keeping track of like all these notes here. I feel like it'd look a bit ugly and I wouldn't like that. So I do like this. That's still 0. This, I think, is where I put in, yeah, that's $7.92 from Century 21, like I just said. Oh, nope, that's for this. And, yeah. So, look at Netflix came out, Spotify came out, Gym's still waiting a bit, Amazon came out, phone should be coming out. Once I pay it from my credit card, I'll mark it as, like, paid off here. But, yeah, everything else is looking pretty good. This is exciting. I'm happy so far with this budget. There are some things that I have been thinking about and some things that may be coming up. So I'll go over that in my February budget because I want to think on it a little bit more to decide what I want to do. And also, I've been doing my taxes and just getting a look at how much I may or may not be getting back. So I'll also have a plan for my tax refund in my February budget, which should be next Thursday, which is February 7th. So I would love if you guys tune right back in next Thursday, because again, I'll review what I did here so you can see like what I actually ended up spending when I went out with my friends. But then I'll also give you a sense of my February budget and go over a few things that I've been thinking on, and I'm concerned about what my budget might look like because of those things. But anyway, I'll stop right there. I'm really happy you guys stuck with me and watched my January week 3 budget review. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe if you are interested in continuing to follow me in my journey to plan and save in 2019. But yeah, guys, that's it. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.